From the cross to the throne, Jesus never lost control. Colossians 2:15. Having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a show of them openly, triumphing over them in it. They mocked him, beat him, pierced his flesh, and hung him high between heaven and earth. The crowd thought it was over. The religious elite smirked. The Roman soldiers cast lots. Hell celebrated. But they all miscalculated one eternal truth. Jesus Christ never lost control. From the moment he was arrested, it wasn't weakness, it was willful surrender. He wasn't overpowered by men. He permitted the crucifixion to fulfill prophecy. He didn't stumble into death. He commanded his spirit into the Father's hands. Who else but God can choose the hour of his death? Who else can speak while dying with royal authority? Today, thou shalt be with me in paradise. That wasn't a desperate man's plea. It was a king's decree. You think power is proven by swords and armies? Jesus dismantled hell's dominion by doing what no ruler could, conquering sin from the inside out. He didn't ascend a throne of gold. He ruled from a cross of shame. And even there, he spoiled principalities. How? Not by resisting, but by absorbing every ounce of sin, pain, wrath, and death, and still remaining holy. He disarmed the powers of darkness not with violence but with victory. Satan didn't take his life. Jesus offered it. And when he shouted, "It is finished," that wasn't surrender. That was a war cry of triumph, echoing across eternity. The veil in the temple didn't tear because of earthquakes. It tore because the authority of heaven reached earth's darkest pit and declared freedom to all who believe. Skeptics, explain this. How did a crucified carpenter become the dividing line of history? Why did demons scream in terror at his presence? Why did nature itself obey his voice? Storms calmed, water turned to wine, lepers healed, corpses revived. If he was just a man, then why does hell still tremble at his name? Pastors, priests, and imams who reduce him to a prophet or martyr, answer this. Which prophet ever forgave sin by his own authority? Which messenger ever claimed to pre-exist Abraham? Who but God can say, "Before Abraham was, I am," and not be committing blasphemy, unless it's true? Your theologians call the crucifixion a tragedy, but heaven calls it a coronation. That cross was not defeat. It was the stage of his greatest victory. And the throne he occupies now is not empty. Revelation reveals him as the Lamb slain, standing crowned with many crowns, ruling forever. That's not myth. That's the only hope you have. So when life caves in, when death whispers threats, when the enemy surrounds you, remember this. Your Savior is never powerless. He doesn't panic. He doesn't react. He reigns. Even when his body was broken, his authority remained unshaken. Even in darkness, he governed every second. Even in silence, he fulfilled every word. He let Satan throw his worst and turned it into the salvation of the world. That's not defeat. That's divine strategy. The very weapon the devil thought would destroy Christ became the instrument that crushed hell's gate. So what's holding you hostage? Fear, sin, doubt? Your chains aren't stronger than his victory. If death couldn't hold him, what makes you think your struggle will? Jesus doesn't need to rise again. He already did. He doesn't need to prove power. He is power. You don't need a new savior. You need to bow before the one already crowned. From the cross to the throne, he never lost control. He reigns, he rules, and he's returning, not as a lamb to be slain, but as a lion to judge. And when he comes, will you still call him just a teacher? Or will you finally see what hell already knows? That Jesus Christ is Lord? Prove me wrong.